Positive energy all the time. Good to see you all today. A lot of people are trying to eat better, mostly because of health situations with themselves or with family members. And these health situations are getting more and more serious, especially here in the United States. And so people are trying to eat better, and they're taking it very serious. And so today I'm going to talk about how you stay on course. How do you stay on course? How do you keep eating the right way? What can prevent you from falling off the horse? What can prevent you from going back and eating things that you said you were going to quit? So I'm going to talk about that because that is really the key. That is the key. That is it's only one way that you can uh, live a plant-based vegan lifestyle and stick with it. It's only one way. And we're going to get into it. We got good to see you, more power. Body sculpture challenges in the building. Rastaman is here. Everybody come on in. Come on in. Yeah, there's only one way to accomplish that. It's only one way. But a good way for you to start is to grab yourself a copy of The Easiest Way to Become a Vegan. Go to www.veganintel.com and grab this, and this will get you on the path. And once you get on the path, I'm going to tell you how you stay on the righteous path.
Peace, health, and longevity. If you want to consume more plant-based foods, if you want to abstain from junk foods, if you want to consume fruits, vegetables, nuts, seeds, and herbs, and avoid dead flesh, artificial flavors and colorings, sweeteners, anything that is unreal basically. Purchase this particular manual, The Easiest Way to Become a Vegan by Pharaoh Ramesses El Aton, who has been a vegan 40 plus years. He will take you step by step on how to abstain from the junk foods, how to abstain from the dead flesh, the chicken, the turkey, the pork, beef, and all sorts of animal products. Purchase this particular manual, The Easiest Way to Become a Vegan, to eat more natural. Remember that the herbs are for the healing of the nations. Let food be your medicine and let medicine be your food. Consume of every fruit-bearing and herb-bearing tree. Unto you it shall be for meat. Purchase this particular manual, The Easiest Way to Become a Vegan by Pharaoh Ramesses El Aton. Peace, health, and longevity.
Now, today we're going to talk about how do you stay a plant-based vegan? Because a lot of people, they go vegan. Good to see you, Kathy. And what happens is they struggle with it. And that is natural, to struggle with it, to get off your addictions to the food you've been eating. So that's why the manual helps, because it gives you enough time to wean yourself. But there is one key to staying a vegan. There's only one way. There's only one way. And not just with being a vegan, if you're trying to lose weight. Now, if you're trying to lose weight and it's just for aesthetics, it might be hard. But if you're trying to lose weight because of your health, that shouldn't be hard. Now, the key to going vegan and staying a plant-based vegan is for you to pick your reality about food. You have to pick your reality. You can't live somebody else's reality. Meaning, if you don't believe that the food, that dairy and other things, artificial flavors and colors and stuff, if you don't believe that that's bad for you, you're not going to be able to stick with a plant-based vegan way of eating. It's not going to happen. The only reason I've been a vegan now for 47 years is because I absolutely believe that the basic food is unhealthy for me. I'm not forcing myself not to eat it. I really don't want it. I 100% believe it's unhealthy for me. That's the only way you can do it. If you don't believe that is really no good for you, there's no way you're going to be able to do it. Because now you really don't have no real principle for doing it. What are you doing it for? And so if you do not 100% believe it's no good for you, you'll go back and eat it. You'll go back and eat it. A lot of that food I 100% believe is cancerous, is diabetic, it raises your cholesterol, your high blood pressure, your sugar levels. I 100% believe it's no good. That's why I don't eat it. I don't have to force myself not to eat it because I really don't want it because I really believe it's unhealthy. That's the only way you can eat healthy. But you have to choose what is healthy for you. Some people don't believe that 100%. And so whatever you believe 100%, that's what you got to do. If you believe 100% that you eat a little fish and chicken sometime, that's what you're going to have to do. Because you're not going to be able to go vegan and stay vegan if you don't 100% believe that that's the healthiest way for you. You can't do it. That's why I say you have to pick your reality about food. What is your reality in your mind? Because if you believe it's all right to eat a little chicken and fish, you're never going to stay a vegan. I tell this story all the time. I ended up going to the county jail for 4 months while I was fighting a case, but only because I didn't want to pay that high bond. And I'm in there eating white bread, cheese sandwiches, egg sandwiches, cookies, potato chips, mayonnaise and bread and cheese sandwiches, no meat. I would pick the meat out the food and eat it. And when I got out, I never ate it again because I really believed the food was not healthy. So it wasn't like, oh, I got out and now I got to try to quit eating this mess. I was only eating it because I was forced to eat it. I was like a POW. There's no way that you get me where I can have another choice of food that I would eat that mess. So that's why I was able to get out and go right back to how I was eating because I 100%, 1000% believed that food wasn't no good. So because I believed that food wasn't no good, eating it was a punishment. It wasn't like, oh, I'm back eating this and how am I going to quit again? No, it wasn't like that. It was like, I can't wait till I got to eat this trash. Now, I wasn't paranoid that it would do anything to me because it takes food a long time. Unless you eat some poison or something that's got to be recalled or something. But, just food that you don't consider the healthiest food, it'll take a long time before it actually do something to you. So 1, 2, 3, 4 months, yeah, that ain't going to do nothing. Now, a year will begin to have some damage, but not enough where it'll do anything to you, depending. It could. But for that little, 16 weeks, you know, it wasn't majorly damaging. And so if you're changing the way you eat, you're not going to be able to force yourself to do it. You're going to be able to kind of force yourself to make the change, but you're not going to be able to force yourself to stick with it. You're going to have to make up a decision: is this way I'm eating, is it really healthy or not? Good to see you, Craig. Good to see you, Kathy. You're not going to be able to pretend and try to go plant based vegan, but you still feel like it's all right to eat the other stuff. You have to 100% believe that the basic standard American diet is toxic and poison and will eventually cause you some health problems, which in most cases it is, because you can just go by the ingredients. You know what I'm saying? And so the first thing you want to do is you want to make sure that you're not forcing yourself. Okay? You want to make sure that you're not forcing yourself to go vegan, because that's not going to work. Because that means you really don't believe that you're eating bad. It's like an alcoholic. A lot of times they can't get alcoholics to stop drinking until the alcoholic really faces the fact that this could lead to cirrhosis of the liver or something horrible. Without them seeing the damages from it, they're not going to be able to change. And so the key to sticking with the way you're eating is to 100% believe that the other way you was eating was not healthy for you and not good for you. You have to really believe that this could cause you some type of physical problem. And this is what people have a hard time facing. And that's why so many people just look up and they got cancer, just look up, they got diabetes, because they never really considered that how they was living would really give them diabetes. When they got diabetes, they were surprised. They never really believed that that food they was eating was no good and that they would have to go to dialysis. So the key is to pick your reality. What is your reality when it comes to food? Not a situation where you're trying to force yourself, or you're trying to force yourself to change. No, you have to make a real decision. Do you want to eat like this? Is this really what's best for your health? Do you want to even eat what's best for your health? Or do you just want to eat whatever you think you like and roll the dice and worry about any problems if they come? Because problems might not come for a long time. Serious problems. You might have some minor problems. It depends on your body, depends on what you're eating, how bad it is. Is it a good mixture of healthy food and not that much bad food? You'd be probably a little bit all right. That's the decision you got to make. You cannot force yourself to go vegan. It's something you got to do from your own heart. It's something you have to think if you want to do it. You have to pick your own reality. Is this my reality? Is this what I want to do? You can't force yourself to do it. You can't do that. And I would tell you the best way to look at it is look at 10 years, 20 years ahead and ask yourself what you want to be doing. And how could you eat to ensure you're having a great life 10 years later, 20 years later, 30 years later, except for like some kind of car accident or something like that. But on your own accord, are you destroying yourself on your own accord? Are you drinking and drinking and drinking and you 20 and you drinking and next thing you know you 30 and you've been drinking that whole 10 years and the next thing you know you 40 and you've been just drinking and you've never really realized that you've been drinking all those years. How much liquor you have drank and how much you've damaged your kidney and your liver and your stomach lining. So it's something that you have to, don't make yourself, you can't make yourself be a vegan. You're going to fail. So it's got to be something that you really thought it through and you really believe that is healthy for you. You can't try to fake yourself into thinking it's the best way to eat. You have to really believe it's the best way to eat. And that's what's going to give you the drive to find out more about it because you have to work to eat good food no matter what you're eating. But when you're eating a lot of bad food, it's going to be hard for you to fight against it because you might not even be aware that, 85 to 95% of the food you're eating is no good for you. It might not cross your mind. You might not read the ingredients on your ketchup bottle, your mustard, all your condiments, and you might not read what's in the candy. It might not read what's in the soft drink you drink and the candy you eat and the pies you buy. You might not never pay no attention what that stuff is. But I would advise you to take your phone out when you're in the store buying something. If you don't recognize the ingredients, look it up and see what it is first. And then the second time, put in the dangers of and look it up. And that'll tell you the dark side of what you're about to eat. So I just wanted to drop this on y'all. This is short and sweet and right to the point. You have to make your decision. Is going vegan healthy or not? Is not going vegan unhealthy or not? And you have to make a real decision. And you also have to project your life and say to yourself, what do I want to be like when I'm 50 or 60? Or do I not care? You have to, you have to make your mind up. When I get, 60, will I not care? You know, that's what you have to think. Like, can I just eat whatever I want to eat? And if I have some health issues or whatever, will I just not care? That's how you got to look at it. That's how you got to think of it. Because if you don't take it serious, you're going to be just like this person right here. Check this out.
So a lot of you guys have been asking what dialysis is like. Well, long story short, it fucking blows. It's not fun at all. It's so draining. Like it's one of those things that no matter how much explaining I do, you'll never really truly understand what it's like until you've done it. And I do not wish that upon anybody because it sucks. But I mean, you're hooked up to a machine, an artificial kidney, that is filtering your blood for like 3 or 4 hours, right? So you can probably imagine that's not fun exactly. If you've ever given blood or know someone who's given blood and they've explained it to you a little bit, it's kind of like that times like 1,000. Because the idea is like, sure, they're taking blood, but they're filtering it through the artificial kidney and then returning it to you, right? And it has to do all the blood in your whole system, and that takes a long time. So that's why you usually have to run like 3 or 4 hours, right? And it's so draining. It's, first of all, it also takes a lot of water weight off of you. That's like one of the main things it does, right? You go in at a certain weight, and then they try to get you to what's called your dry weight. So like when I went in today, I was 66.5 kilograms, and my dry weight is 63.5 kilograms. So that's 3 kilograms, which is about like 6 or so pounds, a little more than 6 pounds. So across that 4 hours, I'm losing 6 pounds of water weight. That's what it is. It's like liquid weight. It's excess fluid that is like on my body because my kidneys are not doing their job, right? So that's like one of the main things that dialysis does. And you can imagine like losing 6, 7, 8 pounds in like 3, 4 hours. Like that's a lot, right? And it makes you feel lighter, but like almost more hollow. Like that's a good way to just explain how you feel afterwards. You feel like you've literally just been drained, like a vampire has just like sucked half of your blood out. And it kind of has, it just like gave it back, right? But you literally feel so drained and like kind of hollowed out. It's like, good might not be the right word for it, but it's better than the like, I don't know, just like overbearing feeling of just like having a lot of excess fluid on you and just like being chunky. Because like I'll try to show a video, but like right now I just got off of dialysis, right? Like I'm looking pretty like, I don't know, like slim, I guess. And I'm a skinny person, but I'll try to show on Sunday like that, because that's the longest stretch I go without dialysis. On Sunday, I'm like more chunky. You can see it in my face, in my wrist, like right here. I can easily do that. I got a lot of wiggle room to like move my watch and everything, stuff like that. This is my dog, Tally, say hi. But on Sunday, when I'm all chunked up, like it's probably very minimal to the eye, but feeling wise, I feel majorly just like heavy. So the opposite side of that, after dialysis, you feel really light, but again, it's sort of like a hollow light. Like you feel like you've been hollowed out. And that's like, it's so tiring. All that liquid and fluid being taken off can make you way more susceptible to cramps. And if you sneeze while like super dry, after a bunch of fluid has been taken off of you, at least in my experience, sneezing, man, that can like lock up my abs and my stomach. And like, oh my gosh, that's one of the worst pains, like from dialysis and everything. It feels like my insides are being like wringed out. But like I said, long story short, dialysis is not fun. It's very tiring. It's very just draining. But weirdly, I always, even though like physically I'm like drained, mentally I'm like pumped, because I'm just like, I'm like renewed, rejuvenated, in a sense of like, okay, I'm good. Like they just reset me. Like I now don't have to worry about dialysis for as long as until I have my next dialysis, right? So that's like a nice feeling. But yeah, dialysis, it sucks.
You see what I'm saying? So it's kind of like you got to look long term at yourself, and you have to decide like really what you want to do. I used to smoke cigarettes too. I smoked cigarettes. I started smoking cigarettes in the fifth grade, and I quit my freshman year of high school. And it was something I had to decide that I didn't want to smoke. And that was the only way you would be able to quit. I couldn't like trick myself into quitting. I had to realistically look at it as this is not healthy, this is no good. I'm not doing this anymore. And until you come with the conclusion that it's no good for you, you won't be able to do it. So rather than waste your time, you really have to look and see and say to yourself, is this what I want to do or is this not what I want to do? It can't be something where you're trying to be two people and half of you is trying to trick the other half of you to go vegan when the other half of you really don't want to do it because you're not going to do it. The only way that you can change the way you're eating is when you decide to yourself, is the other food no good? Is the other food absolutely 100% no good? And do you want to deal with the problems from eating that food or not? Are you willing to enjoy yourself now and deal with those problems later? Or would you rather just clean up now so you can avoid those problems later? It's just really that simple. You can't like fake like the food is no good for you because people that fake that it's no good for them, they go back and eat it. So you have to really make up your mind, is this really no good for me or am I just trying to believe this is no good for me? That's the only way you can do it. You have to be 100% real with yourself. And you have to want to live. And then you have to decide, is this helping you live or will this end up being an inconvenience and making your life not so good? And what I've found out is that when it comes to unhealthy food, you can't eat a little bit of it. You're going to always overdo it. It's no way, for me, there's no way you can regulate it. It's like if I'm going to do it, I'm going to just do it and do it and do it and do it. And I feel like if it's something bad and you're doing it over and over again, it's going to destroy you. If it's something good and you're doing it over and over again, you're just going to be normal. It's not like you're going to be Superman, but it's not going to make you sick. Whereas, if you drink liquor, you know, from when you first started college and now you're in your 40s or 50s, how much liquor can you drink before your liver starts having cirrhosis and all this? So it's something that, you can't trick yourself into going vegan. So I would advise you to really look and see if that's really, really what you want to do, because that's the only way you can do it. If there's any doubt, you might as well stop while you're ahead. There can't be no doubt. You have to ask yourself, is being a plant-based vegan, is it healthy or not? Is this the best way to eat or not? And that's something only you can come up with for yourself. You're the only one can come up with that. So I would give it some serious consideration. For real. Recognizing all the cons help me decide. You're 100% correct. It's something that a person got to make that decision on their own. That's the only way it could be a lifestyle for you. You cannot force yourself to do this for the rest of your life. It's something you got to want to do. And you have to look at it from the health point of view, because then when you look at it from the health point of view, you'll check other things for your health too. So once you get really conscious about staying alive, that's going to help you eat better. That's going to stop you from smoking cigarettes. That's going to stop you from driving a car crazy with no seatbelt on it. That's going to stop you from going and putting yourself in situations where you can end up getting in a fight or get hurt. Once you get that mentality to stay alive with the food, that's going to carry over to your whole life. You're going to be trying to avoid situations that are not necessarily life fulfilling, but will, in some kind of ways, in your life. And that's the good thing about going plant-based vegan, because now we're concerned with our lives, and so it affects a lot of things we do that don't even have nothing to do with food. The last thing you want to do is eat healthy so you don't hurt yourself and then go out and hurt yourself with something different. So I just wanted to put that out there for y'all to think about it. Send this to anybody you know that's thinking about changing. It's something you really got to think about. Do you want to be healthy or do you not? Do you want to go to the party and eat like everybody else for the quick fix? Or do you want to stay the course so you can live a long, healthy life? That's something you got to decide, okay? So look, y'all stay positive and eat to live. Victory.